Good morning, Year 11. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. So thank you once again to all of those of you who came to the session yesterday. It was really productive. It was great to have all of your answers to the questions, much more contributions than I get a lot of the time in class. So that was a real treat. So thank you so much for coming. I don't think we'll be having another Zoom session for a week or two, but that is subject to change. So because I spoke quite a lot yesterday, I'll try and keep it brief today, though that could be quite challenging because I do like to talk. But we'll whiz through some of the slides and then I'll set you off on your creative functional writing. So please could you write the date and title. The title is functional writing, and for your do now, this will be different depending on if you've printed the slides or not. So situation 1, if you have the slides printed and stuck into your book, I would like you to read and review them. Situation 2, if you do not have a printer and have not got them stuck into your book, please could you make notes on the following slides, which can be viewed in PowerPoint format as well. I've attached this PowerPoint onto ClassCharts. So I'll just go through the information that you need to have recorded in some format or another. So you need to have this information written down, what functional writing is, very importantly, the types you may get in your exam, and also why it's important. You've needed to have noted down the planning for functional writing, TRAP, the success criteria, which as you know is the same as creative writing, but I'd still like you to have it noted down anyway. You don't need to write that down. I'd like you to copy down the structure, and you don't need to write that down. Okay, so please for your do now, review the keynotes or write them down. Pause the video to do that. Okay, so now it's your turn. What I would like you to do is write your speech. This should take the remainder of the lesson. You don't need to time yourself, and so you can spend slightly more time on it if you would like to do so. The key thing is, I really want this to be representative of your best effort. The question is, write a speech about a topic you feel passionately about to pitch to a group of government representatives. So the planning you did last week for the topics I put on in the PowerPoint, those plans were really excellent. So do feel free to use your plan from last week, especially the ones about corporal punishment. They were especially good. So you can use that, or if you have a burst of inspiration for another topic entirely, that's fine, go with another topic. I don't really mind what you write about, it's more how you write it. What I'd like you to do is type up your speech and submit it as a Word document to ClassCharts if possible. So I know a couple of you struggled doing that last time. If it's not possible, could you email me a Word document? It's significantly easier for me to read Word documents than look at photos. So I would appreciate it if you did that. I'll still mark it as submitted, though it would be ideal if you could just upload something. I don't know, a picture of your notes or a picture of the speech as well. But I would ideally like to read it as a Word document. Or if that's not possible, just take a photo of the printed or written document. But the ideal is for me to be able to read the Word document. And I look forward to reading your speeches. So I've uploaded the template that I showed you yesterday, along with the beginning of my Fox speech. So do go into ClassCharts, write it. You can download the Word document template, and I would like you to keep referring to the top sections of that template. I made it for a reason, so keep flicking your eyes up to the section at the top and make sure you fill in those top sections. So fill in the trap, fill in the structure. It will not be complete work unless you do that, okay? So open the template up, fill in the top sections, and do not forget about them. Don't get locked into your speech and what you're writing without flicking your eyes back up and bearing in mind why you're writing that speech. It's not just to persuade me, I don't know, that we should introduce corporal punishment in schools or that violent video games are the best. It's also to meet the success criteria and demonstrate your skill as a writer. So any questions, do email me. I'd much rather you email me then not be sure what you're doing, okay? So please could you spend the rest of the lesson on your speech? Pause the video to do that now. Okay, so hopefully you've now finished your speech, and that will bring us to the end of today's lesson. So thank you very much. Really looking forward to reading the speeches, and I shall speak to you next time.